Hey traders, welcome to the channel, The Novel Trading. I'm your trader and trainer, Mr. Paras Goel over here. So in today's video, we are going to enjoy a very important question that you were actually waiting for me to answer from a lot of period of time. And many of my subscribers and students have asked this question, sir, how to clear a funding challenge account within a single month? Is there any setup which can be used consistently and within the restrictions of the funding challenges accounts or the prop firms accounts, and I want to clear the challenge within the single month by having 10% ROI within a single month? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible, and that's what we are going to discuss today. We are going to have a very extensive discussion today, so buckle up your belt and we are going to understand how to clear your funding challenge, what setup can you use in the market, and is it consistent? Will I be getting some profits on a regular basis or it just one time? So no, it is consistent, and we are going to back test it for the whole of the month. And not just that, if I want continuous withdrawals from it, can I have it with one setup? And yes, this is all what we are going to discuss today. We are going to go to the charts, we are going to do a lot of technicals, and we are going to understand one simple setup that you can use within 1 hour, and you will be successful for sure in clearing that challenge account. And I am not telling this, once you see the whole video, then you will understand and have the grip of this concept, that how much easy it is to clear this funding challenge and also to earn consistent money in your challenge account or your fundings. Okay, guys. So before we continue, do hit the subscribe icon, and I want to make sure that you guys are getting your answers. So in this video, I just uploaded regarding the SMC liquidity trade. There was one question on the comment section. So let me just see the comment section. There was one question over here. Okay, so someone is asking me, please speak in Hindi, bhaiya ji. Okay, so what we do is we use English language, but mostly I speak in English. But I still regard that you are asking me to do this. If you want this, I will try to make another video on a Hindi language. And one more question was there, sir, is there only liquidity with support or resistance, or is there any other type of liquidity? Please tell. Yes, guys, in this video, we have considered the liquidity with the SMC strategy regarding the support and resistance, but that's not it actually. You will look, there are various types of liquidity that you have to look through, but to make it easy, to make it very much viable, you need to look at the major support and resistance for your liquidity patterns. And if you're having any other questions, guys, please do watch this whole video. I have just uploaded it yesterday, and already people are watching it and learning from it, and I'm telling you, this is one of the jhakas video that you are ever going to get, and you're going to learn a lot from it. Okay, and today as well, we are going to continue the pattern of learning. We are going to understand one setup that is going to work consistently in the market, and I am not telling you this, the results will show you this. Okay, so buckle up and let's start with this. Okay, so I've already written down some notes. So our major question for today is how to clear any funding challenge in one single month. You know, guys, that in any single funding challenge, there is a minimum requirement of creating a minimum 10% return ROI in a single month, or let's say now prop firms are giving you unlimited time to do this, but beforehand, it was quite essential that you need to do this within a single month. Okay, so can I have any strategy or setup which doesn't take much of my time and efforts, and we are able to clear the challenge as well as we get consistent withdrawals as well? This setup is not just to clear the challenge. This setup is to get the funding and then repeat the process so that you can get the real withdrawals in dollars on every month basis, guys. Okay, so let's understand how is it working. Many of my personal traders and students are asking me this question, and that's why, as you know, guys, we only support, or I always motivate you to trade on your own funds and not take challenges. But since many people are lacking funds nowadays, so we are helping them to clear their challenges and getting the same withdrawals on consistent monthly basis. So basically, they're asking me the very same question: how can I clear my funding challenge in a single month? Or even if I'm trading on my real funds, is there any setup that I can use consistently and create a genuine 10% ROI every month? So the major point is not to clear the challenge, but to create or to generate an ROI of more than or is equal to 10% every single month. Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss today. And the real answer is yes, it's very simple. First of all, you need to understand that any strategy that you're learning, not just from me or from any other, trainer, you have to understand that strategy should not be complicated at all. First of all, because I've seen many traders, they have put more than 50 indicators on their charts, and then they try to find some major confluences. And what happened with those strategies and setups which are having a lot of confluences or having a lot of confirmations, you need to wait. The execution becomes less and less. So basically, what we need is a simple thing, and also it should be executable on a daily basis. Okay, you should not get any issues whether it's an inside out candle. Should I take this trade? The stop loss is 10 pips, or can I increase it to 12 pips? So the strategy or setup that you're using in any case or in any consistently method is not based on the complexity or the confirmations. Okay, people are looking for confirmation these days. Many of my traders comes and say that, is there any more confluence that I can add into, and then I will be able to have a better winning ratio? Forget about this. I'm telling you right now with experience, you need to focus on executable strategies. You need to have a strategy which is far more easy to execute, and not have complexity, have a lot of variables which you might or might not understand. Okay, so a simple setup with 100% execution rate, that the setup is something like this, and you will be able to do the same thing. Okay, and no if and but. So that is when you start earn consistent money. It's been more than 5 years in this industry, guys, and I'm telling you, the only money that you can make is not in various strategies or complex strategies or difficult ones or edgeable strategies. It's the most executable ones, which you can execute on a daily basis, which you can execute anytime without thinking. It should be mechanical. It should be like a hand memory and not this memory. Only those strategies work and will give you consistent money. No doubt, other things are required. Your edge is required, your technical analysis is required, your perception is required, your mindset is required. But anything that you're doing consistently, I'm just telling you, it should be mechanical. And that's what we actually try to motivate you. Me and Urvana ma'am, as you know, that there is a trading psychologist on board. We both are trying to tell you one thing, traders, again and again, be mechanical in your process. Be very, very handy. Like if you ask a question, it should be a rapid fire. Should I sell or should I buy? I should buy. Should I sell or buy? I should sell. Okay, it should be a rapid fire. It should come from your muscle memory and not the brain memory. Okay, so today we are going to discuss a single strategy which is easy and simple to execute. And that's it, and nothing else. And also, obviously, it is going to give you returns consistently monthly on monthly basis. So the work will be done within an hour every day. And as I told you, it is not very lengthy setup. It's very simple. You need only 1 hour a day. That's it. Sometimes it goes 10 to 20 minutes a little bit. Only a single hour investment is required every day, and you can genuinely enjoy these returns with less effort. Okay, so let's understand the setup, and also not just understand, we are going to backtest this setup in the same video, and we are going to backtest for the whole month so that you have the data. You are not just relying on my words that yes, the sir told me that this strategy works and I should do this. No, we are going to backtest it. We are going to have consistent returns on it and let the market show whether it is consistent, whether it is going to give me 10% a month or not. Okay, so let's backtest the whole strategy. And before moving forward, please do hit the subscribe button, guys, and the like button. And if you have any queries, like you just saw right now, I try to resolve every of your queries very simply, okay, in a very simple language of whatever is required. So just put it in the comment box. And if you want to personally connect with me, I have also shared the WhatsApp link. So let's move on to the screen. Let's understand what is the setup, how can I use it consistently, and what is required and what tools are required. Okay, so this is the chart setup. So this is the current market that is going on, and what we are going to do to understand, first we will understand the setup, and then next we are going to backtest it for whole of the month. Like with the previous month, we are going to understand the setup. So let's move on to this March. So this is April, right? So we are going to do the March backtesting over here. Yeah, third one. So let's start with the starting of the month. Let's say you purchase your first challenge account, or you're starting trading with the first of the, any day of your month. So what is required right now? So first we will discuss what are the things that you need and how are the things going to be. Okay. So let me just write it over here. Okay. So first thing you have to understand is we are using the time frame of 5 minutes. Okay, we are not using 1 minute. It's very noisy, and you are not able to get sustainable trades over here. No doubt, we are going to use a simple thing which is going to be a 5 minute time frame. Okay, this is very important because many people get confused with the time frame. They understand the whole strategy, but they don't understand which time frame they use. So as you can see, I've opened up the 5 minute chart only. This is gold. You can apply this strategy on any other currency as well, but you need to backtest it. But right now I'm backtesting the strategy in front of you because many traders or most of the traders are trading gold because of the volatility. Okay, so first important point, the time frame is 5 minutes. Second important point, you should have a little bit knowledge of the sessions in the market. Okay, sessions, that means there are 3 sessions as we know in the Forex market. The Forex market is a 24 running market. But in these 24 hours, there are 3 major sessions that you have to take care of. We will discuss this as well. Even if you don't have any prior knowledge, it's okay. You will understand the same over here. Okay, so basically sessions, there are 3 major sessions. First is Asian, then there is London, and then there is New York. Okay, so these major 3 sessions will be required, and we'll be trading in the London and the New York. Additionally, if you want to go to the Asian session as well, you're most welcome, but I don't choose it. Neither I recommend it because the spreads are high and there are other things that are happening in the Asian session as well. Okay. So majorly what we are going to do, we are going to trade in the London session and the New York session So these are the two major points that you have to understand. First, time frame is 5 minutes. Second is you should distribute the whole chart into 3 sessions. Now, as I told you, out of these 3 sessions, we are going to trade in London and New York. Okay, what is another major important rule over here is one trade at a time. That's it. Okay, one trade even at a single session. So basically what we are doing is we are not trading so many trades. We are not going to, open up thousands of trades or hundreds of trades or tens of trades. No, it's just single trade in a single session. That means one trade for London session, one trade for New York session. That's it. 2 trades a day. That's it. And it will take you less than 1 hour per day. I can assure you with this. Okay. Less time investment and much more money returns that you're expecting from yourself. So one trade a day, only 1 hour investment a day, because even in the London session or New York session, you will get your first trade within the first hour. So let's say in your country, you have to understand your time zone and accordingly distribute the whole timeline into sessions. We will just do it practically as well so that you understand, but I'm just making pointers over here. Okay. The name of the setup is basically OC domination. Okay, if you want to understand the name of it, this is the name of the strategies. This is OC domination. You will understand the whole of the attribute of it. But the major thing is if only if you are applying the method, by the same sequence which I'm trying to tell you now, it will be wholly profitable. If and what you try to adjust any other, previous knowledge or any other concept in this, then you have to backtest it yourself. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is has already been backtested by me, has already been used by me, and I know how the returns, of the strategy goes on. So if you want to add it, if you want to add or subtract any other variable into the strategy, you're most welcome. But please do your own backtesting so that you understand that that additional thing is really improving the results or it is going to decrease the results. So that's also happening. So let's start with the first day of the March. And what we are going to do, first step, as I told you, you are going to go on a 5 minute time frame. We are trading on the gold. So XAE USD is your ticker symbol. And what we are going to do first, we are going to distribute the whole day with 3 sessions. Okay. So this is where the Asian session starts in the market. And my London session, according to my time zone, 13:30. Okay, so over here, exactly, my London session starts at 13:30 and my New York session starts at basically 8 o'clock. So this is your 8 o'clock. You have to understand that looking at this time zone, you have to adjust to your own country's time zone, whether it can be London time zone or it can be New York, because a lot of traders from many other countries are watching this video. So I want you to, adjust this thing according to your time zone. And also you have to take care of the winter and the summer time difference. You know about daylight saving concept? Yes. So basically we have to adjust our clocks with 1 hour because of the daylight saving concept in New York and in London. Okay, so we have distributed the sessions according to the time. And now what we are going to do, we are going to go on the setup and we are going to take the first trade. How to take the trade? Now let's understand. So what is happening over here? This is your Asian session. As I told you, you can trade in the Asian session as well, but I do not recommend it. I recommend only one trade a session, one in London and one in New York. So as soon as the London session starts, exactly at 1:30 my time, now what we are going to do, we are looking for what? We are looking for the opening candle. Okay, so over here, what I can see is this is my opening candle over here. I will delete this line and I'll put a box so that you can very well see it. This is the opening candle where the price started at the London session. And this strategy name is OC domination. So this is opening candle domination in the market. And what we are going to understand is if the price is going to close above the opening candle or if it is going to close below. Okay, and accordingly we are going to take the trade, and this strategy has a proper entry, proper exit, and proper stop loss and proper target. Okay, so you have to understand, many of the traders might know what the strategy is, but you have to understand what is the right entry and what is the right exit for me. Okay, and accordingly we are going to continue the backtest. We are going to continue the setup, and let's see at what date we are going to hit a positive 10% or a negative 10%, because if it goes negative 10, then also you're going to lose the challenge. So let's see if we are going to lose the challenge with this setup or we are going to win the challenge. Okay guys, so this is your first trade or your first day where the London session started, and this is your major opening candle, this doji candle over here. And what we are going to do, we are going to mark the high of this candle and we are going to mark the low of this candle. Okay, now comes the major important point. What you need to do is, this is your first step. You have marked the high and low of the opening candle. Now comes the second point. You have to look whether the price has closed above the opening candle or it has closed below the opening candle. Okay guys, and in majority of the days you will get your return. In less number of days, when the market is flat and the market is not working, you are going to go with the stop loss. So let's say this day, if the market closed above this level, what we are going to do, that means it's a buying day. Simple. The direction says that you are buying. Now comes the second point. Where are we buying? After the candle has been closed, we are going to place the entry and we are going to place the stop loss. Okay, after the candle has been closed, that means we are using a limit order strategy over here. We are not using the market order. Once the price has closed above, okay, once the price is closed above, then we are going to punch our trade with the open of this candle as a trade or as a entry, and the low of this candle as an exit, and then we are going to target for 1:2. Simple like this. Okay, simply like this. So what happened on this day, once the price closed above, if you look, once the price closed above, it came back with red candle. It executed our entry, our limit order, and then gave us the stop loss. Okay, so this is how the genuine strategy works, guys. I'm not trying to sell you over here anything, and I want to show you the real results. The first day, first trade is a stop loss. No, nothing much. It's a -1%. Okay, now comes the New York session exactly at 8 o'clock. So here is my 8 o'clock. I have put up the line for 8 o'clock. Okay, so again, what we are trying to do, okay, revise yourself. First of all, mark the high and the low of the opening candle. Mark the high and the low of the opening candle. Okay, now what we are going to do, as soon as the next candle, you have to wait for the next candle to close above. If it is not closing above, if there are only wicks, you're not going to take the trade. Okay, so since the next candle, the 805 candle closed above this opening candle, what we are going to do, we are going to place the trade over here like this, and we are going to put the stop loss over here. Simple. It's very, very simple. Okay, we will going to place the stop loss and we are going to place the target, and from here we are going to target for 1:2. Okay, exactly like this. So once the price has closed above, exactly at 805, look at this. The first the price has closed above, we have put up the entry over here, put the exit over here, stop loss over here, and the target over here. So what happened in the next candle, price came back. It gave us an entry because we are using the limit order strategy. The price will come back and then will give us the entry, and then it tried to go downside. But if you will look, the stop loss was protected. The stop loss was never touched. And from here, what did happen? The price started moving towards the upside and giving us the perfect target over here. So we have received 1:2 target over here. So in the London session, it was a stop loss. If you will look over here, this was a stop loss. In the New York session, it is a target. Okay. So can I say -1 and +2? This is a proper +1% result. Okay. So we are going to count on the number of the days and the next number of the trades as well. Okay. So first one was -1, next one is +2, and now we are at the result of 1%. So example, if you have started challenge account of $100,000, and what we are looking over here for $100,000, you have, let's say, $10,000 stop loss limit. You can only go till 10% of the total capital, and your also achievement should be plus 10%. And that's what we need. So we need to get $10,000 in this account, in this funded account. Yes. So that's what we are trying to do. We are going to calculate the percentage, and we are going to basically plus and minus, plus and minus. So -1% means what? Out of a $100,000 challenge, -1% means you are losing $1,000 on that day or on that session, and plus 2% means you are getting a $2,000 profit on that single day. Okay, so as you can see, the first day or the first London session over here, we got a -1%, -$1,000, and the balance will be $99,000 now. Okay, and in the New York session, here we get $2,000 positive, and now your balance is at 1011. 101,000. Okay, so this is 101K. So this is how we are going to calculate, and this is how you need to trade on your funded accounts or on your challenge account as well. Okay, so this was a 2% target. The previous one was a 1% stop loss. We are standing at 1% positive. Now let's go on to the next trade. So again, we are going to do the same thing exactly at 1:30 my time. Okay, exactly at 1:30 my time. This is the London opening in the market. So this is the London opening, and what we are waiting for, we are going to mark the high and the low of this candle. So let me delete this line. We are going to mark the high and the low of this candle. Okay, this is the low and this is the high of the candle. In the next candle, exactly at 13:35, what did happen? Okay, what did happen? The price closed above. So tell me in the comment box, guys, are we going to buy or are we going to sell? Your answer is very important. You should write down so that your brain has accepted what I'm trying to make you understand over here. Okay, so since it has closed above, the next candle has closed above, and what is happening? The price is bullish today. So what we are planning is, pause the video, write the answer in the comment box, guys. Okay, so what we are planning is a buy trade. So what we are going to do, we are going to place the trade over here. We are going to target, we are going to put the stop loss over here, and we are going to target 1:2. Now, in this specific trade, what you can see, okay, try to look at over here. Once the price closed above, the next candle never came back. That means your order was not executed at this level. Look at this. there was a difference between where the price came and it never executed your limit order, because we are playing with the limit order strategy. We are not playing with the market order. So your order is still pending in the market. So you cannot say this is a profitable trade. Okay. However, the confluence which we are looking for is right. That means the opening candle domination is a very good setup to understand and use it. Okay. And you will see it in the continuous backtesting only. So as I was telling you, there is no trade. Okay. The trade never got back, or you can say the trade never came back and executed over here. Now, there are two things. In many cases, some of the brokers, the price might have gone a little bit downside. You know that the prices of the different brokers are different levels. You might or might not get entry at this level. So what you need to understand is, if there is no mitigation or if the price doesn't come back, do not trade on that day. Okay, leave this day. This is not a trading day, or this is no trade day. Okay, you have to accept it like this as well. So before, we have a result of -1, then +2, and now +0, because there was no trade at all. The price never mitigated this candle back. So we didn't get any trade. And this is how you're going to get free, guys. You are going to get free within the next 5 to 10 minutes. No doubt you have to wait. Sometimes what happens is, there are, forming the price as many candles, and then the price comes back mitigated and then goes up. Okay, so you have to wait and watch. You can't just get up after the third candle that it didn't mitigate, so it will not come. That doesn't happen. But yes, before the Asian session or after an hour, let's say you can wait for 60 minutes, 60 to 70 minutes, and then you can close the pending order. So if it doesn't come, let's say the started at 13:30, if it doesn't come and mitigate it till 2:30, don't take the trade. Just leave the trade over here or cross the trade and then move on to the next session. So we'll delete this because we didn't get any entry over here. Now comes the next trade, which is at 8 o'clock. So this is the 8 o'clock candle, guys. As you can see, so this is the New York session when it started. So as I told you, we are going to first mark the low and the high of this candle, of the opening candle. And we are waiting for what? We are waiting for the proper closure of this candle. So tell me, where did it close? Guys, whenever I'm asking you questions, put it in the comment box, because when you're writing it yourself, when you're pasting it yourself, your mind is entering new information and it is grasping it and it is accepting it. So writing is a good thing. Okay, that's why if you have seen, I have put up the notes for myself as well, and I try to give you those notes as well. You can see that the next candle closed below. Okay, so the next candle closed below, and then what we are going to do, either we are going to sell today or we are going to buy today. We are going to sell today. Okay, so this is opening candle domination. So what did happen in the next candle? The price closed. We are going to put up a trade over like this over here, and we are going to target for 1:2, something like this. And then what did happen? Once the price closed in the next candle, as you can see, the next candle closed over here. The next candle closed below, and then in the next to next candle, the price came back, mitigated this entry. That means once you have put the limit order, the price gave us the entry, and then what did happen? The price gave us the target. Okay, so now what's the score? It was -1, +2, +0, no trade on the London session, and then +2 again. What are we standing at? We are standing at 5% now for the day. So that means you're already on 100,000 account, you're already on 105,000, something like this. Okay, 105,000. So now let's move on and let's see when exactly at what time or what date we are going to get 10% of ours. Okay, so let's come to the next day. Okay, can you see this is the 13:30 candle and the London session started, and what is happening? This is the high of the candle and this is the low of the candle. Okay, same steps we are repeating fast. So this is the high of the candle, this is the low of the candle. Now one very magical twist happened over here. Okay, do not think that we can just directly trade, because in the next candle, as you can see, the price never closed. This is the important days that you have to take care of, because many people think this is an easy strategy, I can do it myself. Now, what is the other reason to watch the whole video? These are the reasons. When you are doing continuous backtesting, there are going to be n number of situations that you're going to meet with, and let my thoughts or let the whole entry be revealed to you. Okay, do not hurry up. Like the video, stay on the video and watch the whole video, guys. So what did happen over here? If you will look, the price did breach towards the upside, but it never closed. The price came back and closed below only. Okay, so the price breached towards the upside, but it came back and closed below. So this is not the entry. We need the price to close it properly. So what did happen? Next candle, if you will look, the next candle closed above. Or you can say the next candle actually closed above this opening candle. We do not need the price to close above this candle. We only need the price to close above this candle. So once what did happen? The next candle, the price closed below, and in the next candle, this is your opening level, and the next candle actually closed above this opening high. Okay, and now you can trigger or you can punch your entry. Once the price is closed, what we are going to do, we are going to place the entry on the opening candle. We are going to place a stop loss over here, and then we are going to spread it and going to take a 1:2 target. So this is not 1:2, this is 1:2. Okay, so this is 1:2 target. So what did happen over here? After the price closed at this level, the price went down, mitigated our entry. If you will look, the price never touched our stop loss. It went above over here. It gave us 1:1, but it never gave us a target. So what did happen again? The price went down and gave us a stop loss. So this is a stop loss day. So now our score is what? Now our score is 5 minus 1. This is 4%. at the total. So now you are standing at 104K. Okay, so this is very important. You only need to press the buy button once the price has closed above. You cannot before that enter into the trade. If there is only rejection or if there's only wick over here, okay, then you cannot take the trade. So this is another important point. So let's come to the New York session now. This is 8 o'clock. Okay, this is our 8 o'clock. Now I'm just pausing the video for a second and now tell me what trade should be there. You need to put the trade in the comment box, guys. Is it a buying trade? Is it a selling trade? And even if it is buying or selling, is it a target or is it a stop loss? Tick, 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 tick. Okay, enough with the fun. Now let's come back to the strategy. So since you can see, this is my opening day. This is my opening candle. This is my high of the candle. And this is my low of the candle. You have to join the low and high of the candle. So what we can see is with our eyes properly, the next candle actually closed above. Okay, once the next candle closed above, what we are going to do, repeat the steps. We are going to place the trade over here. We are going to place a buy trade, put the stop loss over here, and we are going to take target for 1:2. Okay, something like this. Like this. So what did happen? Once the price has closed above, we have executed our trade. Now that's what I told you. Do not just, close the trade in the next candle that the next candle didn't execute. It waited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 candles, so after 25 minutes, the market came back, punched your order, and then went for 1:2. Simple. Okay. So now what we can see is our score is, it was 4 earlier. Now 4 plus 2, it is 6%. Okay. So now my funding challenge balance is 106,000. Okay, so now let's continue more. Let's continue more and let's see if we are going to lose this account or if we are going to win this account. And this happens every month, guys. Okay, this is a consistent strategy. No doubt the results can vary. Okay, there is no consistency in the results. As you know, the market is uncertain. Some months you're going to get awesome results, some months you're going to get a delayed result. But I can assure you one thing, backtest it for more and more and you will see that you are getting right most of the times and you're going to get your challenge account or your 10% ROI within a single month, even if you are doing your own trading account. Okay, and if you want to open your trading account, I have put up a link, guys. I use the same trading account. You can open your trading account with it and you can enjoy the zero spread. Okay, so now what is happening? This is our another two. So this is, now we are at 6%. Now let's come to the next day London trade. So next day London trade is exactly at 130. So this is at 130. Okay. Now we are going to apply the same things and let's see what is happening. Okay. So what is happening over here? Be very specific over here. This is a very, very unique one. And this is a very important one. Okay. Because you're going to do a mistake. I'm telling you. Okay. If you are good and confident, now write down the answer. Will we get the entry? Will we not get the entry? Okay. So what is happening? This is my high of the opening candle. This is my low of the opening candle. Now, what is happening? Okay. What is happening? If you will look over here, in the next candle, price created an inside out. It neither breached high of the candle, nor it breached any low of the candle. So what did happen? In the next candle, the price went down. Okay, the next candle, price went down, but it didn't close. If you will look, the price went back up and closed on the upside. Okay, it closed over here, it didn't close below. And that's when you're not going to put up the trade. Wait for the closure below this level. This is very important. Wait for the proper closure below this level. And if you will look, the next candle also did the same. They tried to breach towards the downside, but closed above. But onto the next candle, the price closed below this level. Okay, this is majority of the time. This is the major thing that you're relying on. You need the price to close below this opening candle. And this is what, gives you an edge. Normal opening candle strategies, people tell you or trainers tell you to just, trade on the high of the candle or the low of the candle. And what they do is normally, I'll tell you what they do is they put both side trades. They put like this as well, and they will put this as well. Okay. And they will think that any other side the trade will go, but that doesn't hold true for every time. The price sometimes makes an engulfing candle. Your both trades will get hit and your both trades will get stop loss. Okay. So that has also happened with a lot of traders. So wait for the proper closure. Once you get your signal, once on the candle of this one, you got a proper closure below this level. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to place the trade like this. We're going to put the stop loss and we're going to put the 1:2 target like this. So what did happen? Exactly at 1350 candle, the price closed below. Okay, so 1350 candle, the price closed below. Now from here, the price went back up. Now, as soon as you will punch the trade, the price came back, executed it. It tried to went up and then went down. And what did happen over here, guys? What had happened? The price gave us 1:2 again. Simple. Okay, the price gave us 1:2 target. So now our balance will be what? Tell me. 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, it might be I'm wrong because I'm just writing it down, but I think I'm doing it right now. So this is 1,08,000. So from 106,000, you're on to what? You're on to 1,08,000 dollars. So one more trade and you're done with the 10%. This is how easy it is. And it is consistent. I'm just taking trade by trade. If there is a stop loss, we are going to accept it. If there is a target, we are going to accept it. There will be days where there will be no trades as well. And I have given you three situations. I have shown you three situations within the same video. And what is happening? When you're taking continuous trades, that's where the problem comes. When you're applying a strategy, then some days you're winning huge and you're feeling very euphoric. And that's where the problems come in because you're not looking at the strategy on a consistent basis, day by day, session by session. And you need to count on those results. You cannot just count on a single week. Let's say, okay, on random days like 8th of March, it was this, and then 15th of April, it was this. No, if you're going to practice any strategy, do it consistently and have proper rules for every day. Okay, whatever the situation of that day, what do I need to do on that day? What I'm waiting for? What is my exact entry signal? What is my exact exit signal? Okay, you need to make a structure in your mind. This structure should be transferred from your head memory to your hand memory. That means muscle memory. Your nervous system should connect to that setup. And that's how you become a professional trader. And that's how you become consistently profitable. Some days it will be very, very dull. You might hit a streak of stop losses. That's okay because you're going to get it back. You're going to get it back. You need to be consistent. And that's what I actually do. If you're a sincere trader, if you want to make your living through trading, you are always welcome to have a personal session. I have put up the WhatsApp link. Directly connect to me with your problems, with your executions, with your psychology. If any of the things is not right, or if none of the things is right, okay, just get it done right. So what we do is I try to take personal sessions. It's one-to-one basis because of this only. You need personal space to learn and to grow, to learn and to grow. So if you are willing and if you want to make yourself a healthy and professional traders for a long period of time and you want to enjoy maximum potential of yours, not the maximum returns. I'm not guaranteeing you any returns, but I can assure you what I can do is I can unlock your potential. Okay, by training you into the proper psychology, by training into the proper mindset, and setup can be yours as well. It doesn't matter. But yes, we are going to work on some full setups as well. Okay, so now our result is at 108,000. Now let's continue. It might be another stop loss or it might be target. Let's see what is happening. Okay, so this is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Yes, this is where it started. Okay, so now what we are looking is this. We are going to mark the opening candle high and we are going to mark the opening candle low. Okay, same thing is happening over here. If you will see the next candle try to breach upside. Okay, try to breach upside. It tried to breach upside, but both candles closed below the line, below the line. So there is no entry. You have to wait. Wait for what? You have to wait for the candle to close above. Once the next candle closed above, what we are going to do? We are going to place the entry over here. Okay, we are going to place the entry. We are going to place the stop loss, and we are going to trade for 1:2. So what we are going to do? We are going to place the entry. We are going to place the stop loss in the low of this candle, and we are going to place for 1:2. So this is exact 1:2. Okay, now what is happening? If you will look, okay, don't look at this. The price never came back. So from here, what did happen? The price closed above. It tried to come back, but it failed. Your limit order will be there only. Your limit order will not change. It will not get transferred. It is the opening handle strategy. It should be as it is. If you're not getting the trade, it's okay. Just leave the station after 1 hour, 1 minute and a half hour, wait for it. Otherwise, don't. So what did happen? After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, after 6 candle, after half an hour, the price came back to your zone. It came back, and what did happen? The price gave you an entry. It tried to go downside, downside, downside. But if you will look over here, the price never breached your stop loss. Okay, the price never took out your stop loss. It took a support from the very, very low level, and then it started shorting back up again. It started moving up, back up again, and what did happen? Exactly on this candle, we hit the top. Exactly over here. So this is exact 1:2, right? So exactly on this candle over here, we hit the target. So this is your target candle. So the trade might run some time. The trade might run some time for a longer period of time than you can imagine. And that's what I told you. Sometimes it will be only few times that you might have to invest more than an hour. But if you will see in any other trade, the price has not taken more than 1 hour. Okay. After the entry, after the stop loss is placed, after the target is placed, close your hands and don't pray. Okay, this is not for praying. This is don't touch the mouse, don't touch the keyboard. You're not going to close the trade by hands. You have placed the stop loss, you have placed the target. Okay, and you have to do that because many of the challenge firm doesn't even allow you that you cannot place a trade without the stop loss or the target. Once you did that, game is done. Let that price decide whether it wants to hit the target or it wants to hit your stop loss. So this is another profitable trade, and exactly at this day we have achieved 10%. Okay, 8 plus 2, another 10, and that's what I've told you. And now your balance is 110,000. So I hope you have understood. And this is just 6 months. This is just within a week. Okay. No doubt if you will continue the backtesting, you will get the whole results. If you want the backtesting for the whole month, we will connect in another video. You can join our Telegram channel and also our WhatsApp so that you can get the updates of our incoming videos. And if you have any questions, guys, feel free to connect. Okay. Most of the time I'm trading and feel free. I don't binge watch usually while trading. As you can see, many other traders have put up videos that like while trading, they are binge watching, they are doing this, they're playing games. I don't do that stuff. I am much more involved in reading. I try to learn more, have more professional degrees. Okay. I have a good educational portfolio. So this is my choice. I try to read and write much more. Okay. And I try to answer you back, guys. If whatever the problems you're having, I try to give you personal sessions. Okay. Some traders come to me with their personal problems in trading. Not all the problems are related to technicals or fundamentals. I'm telling you. Okay. Many of the traders are still coming to me because of the personal problems, and those personal problems are giving a glitch in their trading wheel. And that is also a very big issue. You need to connect with it. You need to connect with your personal problems. You need to resolve it in your mind, get your head straight, and then do the trading. Okay, not always it is that you need a good setup. Not always it is that you don't know enough technicals or fundamentals. Sometimes it's your personal life. Sometimes it's your own discipline. Sometimes it's your own consistency. Sometimes it's much more and more things in your head which is actually giving you a glitch in the trading. And that's what we try to resolve. Okay, if you want to connect with me, you're always welcome. If you want to connect with Urvana ma'am, she's a trading psychologist and she tries to mold your psychology into a diamond. I'm telling you. I've taken sessions for me personally as well. And that's why we are result oriented. We are not over here to strategy oriented or scores, selling oriented. No, we are trying to build up the mindset. We are over here. We are trying to do a lot of effort to build up something great. And that's what we're trying to do. Okay, guys, I hope that you have understood strategy and you will be able to apply it properly with no glitches. As I told you, all the situations which can happen in front of you, the results will vary. Okay, do not just stick to it that sir has done within a month or within a week it will happen to me. It might take a month, but it will happen within the month. I can assure you that, because this is a 1:2 setup and the winning ratio is more than 50 to 60%. So when you do the math, it is more than 10% a month. And simply no much time investment. It's very simple. Just do it for the first candle. Okay. So do not forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. And if you have any questions, put it in the comment box in the next video. First, I will resolve your questions and then I will put up the next video. Till then, hasta la vista.